It is exactly 1 p.m. Good afternoon and welcome to the Bright Media News Bulletin brought to you by Shadrack Ariyo. Remember, we bring you a well-researched news, detailed and well-elaborated for the benefit of you, our viewer. This is because Bright Media is the home of diversity. We have a lot planned for you, but before, let's get down to the top stories. 4 people arrested in connection with the murder of Charles Otieno. 2 grade 3 pupils drowned in a river after being sent home to collect school fee amounting to 800 Kenyan shillings. 71-year-old man allegedly kills his son after a fight over money. 2 dead, over 200 injured after a major explosion at a gas filling station in Embakasi. And internationally, ethnic clashes in Sudan suppresses UN's aid, says United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees CEO Filippo Grandi. We begin our bulletin with a sad story from Tharaka Nithi County, where a harrowing incident has shocked the community of Eruma, Mara, Tharaka Nithi County, when domestic altercation turned deadly after a father took the life of his own son. The tragedy unfolded when 28-year-old Cliff Mwenda reportedly attacked his 71-year-old father Fabian Kaburu in a dispute over money. The situation escalated rapidly, leading to unthinkable outcome. Our very own Sarah Nyaboke with that story.
According to police reports, Cliff Mwenda demanded money from his father, leading to a violent confrontation. The altercation took a dangerous turn when Cliff's elder brother intervened in an attempt to protect their father. However, Cliff then turned his aggression towards his brother, attacking him severely with a panga. In a desperate bid to save his elder son from further harm, Fabiano Kaburu was forced into a corner. Witnessing his elder son being overpowered, the elder Kaburu took hold of the panga and struck Cliff Mwenda on the head, resulting in his immediate death. This tragic incident has left the community in shock and mourning, bringing to light the devastating impact of the domestic disputes. The local authorities are currently investigating the matter as the family grapples with the profound grief of losing a family member to such a violent and heartbreaking circumstance. In the wake of this family tragedy, questions are being raised about the dynamics that lead to such an extreme outcome, to the societal interventions necessary to prevent them. The loss of Cliff Mwenda in such a violent circumstance is a painful reminder of the fragility of family relationships and the dire consequences of resolved conflicts. Reporting for Bright FM, my name is Sarah Nyaboke.
In Nairobi, police officers in Kabete have arrested 4 people, Nigerian citizens, who have allegedly been suspected to have killed a musician and an employee at a car wash in Riruta area. Charles Otieno died after falling from the 7th floor. Apparently, his fellow employees assumed that the incident occurred because of misunderstanding regarding payment. Family and friends of the late Charles Otieno, well known as General Waga, are arranging his burial ceremony besides Naivasha Road in Riruta area, Nairobi County. Otieno, an employee who washed carpets and cars, died in a mysterious way on Monday, as one of his fellow employees attests that he informed him that he was taking a carpet that belonged to the Nigerians at Block C. 30 minutes later, he was called by a man they called Mzae, whereby he rushed to the crime scene but found the body of Otieno already put in the car. He was taken to Coptic Hospital where he passed away following the serious injuries in his head. 4 Nigerian suspects living in the house were arrested on Tuesday and have been held in custody in Kibera law courts following court orders. A post-mortem test was conducted and has shown that Otieno died because of serious head injuries. Still in Nairobi, 2 people have died and 200 injured after a major explosion at a gas filling station in Miradi area, Embakasi, Nairobi County. Government spokesman Isaac Mwaura said the 2 died while undergoing treatment at the Nairobi West Hospital. Sharon Bidolo prepared the report.
An engulfed mood has engulfed Embakasi Resi this morning after an explosion that left 2 people dead and over 200 injured. According to government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura, a lorry of an unknown registration number that was loaded with gas exploded, igniting a huge ball of fire that spread widely. A flying gas cylinder hit Oriental Warehouse, burning down the said warehouse, which deals with garments and textiles. Consequently, the inferno further damaged several vehicles and commercial property, including business premises. Residential houses in the neighborhood also caught fire, with a good number of residents still in. The 222 people who were injured have been rushed to various hospitals, with 21 at the Kenyatta National Hospital and 160 at Mama Lucy General Hospital. The government has sent its condolences to the families of parted souls and has pledged to do everything possible to assist the victims of the fire incident and also to help restore normalcy in the affected. The scene has been cordoned off and a rescue team put in place to help with rescue operation. Reporting for Bright FM, I am Sharon Bidolo.
Two grade 3 pupils from Lieta Kabunde Primary School in Homa Bay County have drowned while swimming in River Obambo after they were sent home by school administration to collect pending fees. The pupils, identified as Jim Paul Juma, aged 9, and Peter Chieng, aged 10, are said to have been sent home to collect the remaining fees of 800 shillings after they had paid 200 shillings each, as the school needed 1,000 shillings from each pupil. Benedict Shitera with a story.
The pupils, identified as Jim, Paul, Juma, and Peter Ochieng, are said to have been sent home to collect the remaining fees of 800 shillings after they had paid 200 shillings each, as the school needed 1,000 shillings from each pupil. It is reported that they were found dead in the river around Thursday noon. Hilda Juma says her son left home at 6 a.m. going to school, and 3 hours later he was sent home only to be found dead in the river. Samson Nyongo, Ochieng's father, attributes to the death of his son illegal payments which the school imposes on the parents, demanding explanation from the school administration and the education officials over the death of the two pupils. Education officials who visited the school, they have already launched investigation over the incidents. And the same incident occurred about a month ago. A 13-year-old child was reported drowned in a swimming pool at Kirinyaga County. The incident occurred in a hotel in Mwea West when the child was accompanied by the parents to celebrate a New Year birthday, and the parents noticed the missing child after 3 hours of time. At 3 p.m., the parents reported the matter to the police, and after 6 hours of search, the lifeless body of the child was discovered at the pool and taken to the nearby mortuary. Reporting for Bright FM, my name is Benedict Estera.
From local news, we transit to international, where United Nations High Commission for Refugees CEO Filippo Grandi has said that ethnic clashes in Sudan has suppressed the UN's aid. Our international correspondent, Andrew Abule, with that story.
We begin our story with ethnic clashes in Sudan suppressing United Nations aid. United Nations reports claim that 8 million Sudanese are homeless due to ongoing ethnic war in Sudan, while 14 million people in the remaining population have been the children are extremely suffering from hunger, which have forced many nationals to vacate the country. UNICRI CEO Filippo Grandi, in charge of this organization that comes in Darfur in order to cater for refugees while in Ethiopia, he says during one-on-one conversation with some of the refugees, it has come to his attention that many child rights have been violated, as many are forced to join military forces to suppress the rebels despite their young age, while others are subjected to rail during the prolonged war between Sudanese soldiers and emergency care unit wing under UN's umbrella. According to Anton Patton, head of UNICEF office, 14 million children are severely affected by the war, since his organization has registered over 400 cases of rape and other injustices done to children at large, and 3.4 million of the remaining children population suffers from marasmus, which soon might lead to high child mortality rate in Sudan due to intense starvation. Still on the same episode, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calls for close down of UNRW organization that take care of Palestinian refugees following allegations that 12 UNRWA staffers participated in the October 7th attack against Israel last year. These claims has made important donors for example, Britain, Germany, Japan, and America to suspend their donation to UNRWA. Prime Minister Netanyahu, during a brief meeting with UN ambassadors in Jerusalem, says that he has longed to see another organization to be in charge of Palestinian refugee camp rather than UNRWA. Andrew Abule, Khartoum, Sudan.
With that story from Andrew Wabule, we now move to sports news with our very own Ibrahim Mani.
Welcome to our today's news concerning sports. I'm your all-time presenter for Bright FM, Ibra KE. We're starting with the rugby game of 15 players aside, where this weekend in Kibabi University, one match is scheduled to be played. Kibabi University, aka the Blues, will play against Webuye Rugby Club opposite Pavilion Grounds at 3 p.m. The match was to be played last weekend, but due to inconveniences, it was postponed to this weekend. Moving forward, the Soku tournament was launched on Tuesday, and several matches have been played so far. Unity opened the field by playing against Young Rovers, whereby they won 1-0. Ajax drew 0-0 against Catalans. Rangers defeated Boma 2-1. Yesterday, Zoo were beaten 1-0 by Red Star. Samba drew 1-1 against Wazoefu. On the other hand, Club Brugge destroyed Royals 3-1. Moving on to the FKFPL, last weekend there were witnessed several matches to compete for the league. Tusker were beaten 1-0 by Bandari. Kakamega Homeboys drew 0-0 against Moroni Youth. On the other hand, Zoia were defeated 1-0 by Posta Rangers. Police FC defeated Gor Mahia 3-1. Sofapaka won 2-1 against KCB. Nairobi City Stars drew 0-0 against Shabana. On the other hand, Muranga Seals were defeated 3-2 by Bandari. Ulinzi Stars won 1-0 against Talanta FC. Kariobangi Sharks were defeated 2-0 by AFC Leopards. That match was played at Buhungu Stadium at 3 p.m. After the results, it is clear that Gor Mahia are at the top position having 43 points. Number 2, Posta Rangers with 35 points. Bandari are at the third position with 32 points. Nairobi City Stars are at number 4 with 31 points. Police FC are at number 5 with 33 points. Tusker are at number 6 with 31 points. AFC Leopards are at number 10 with 27 points. On the other hand, Zoya Sugar are the last ones with 13 points after playing 15 matches. Moving on to the international, the English Premier League was on fire this weekend. On Saturday, Sheffield United were badly destroyed by Aston Villa 5-0 in their home ground. Brighton won 4-1 against Crystal Palace. Burnley drew 2-2 against Fulham. On the other match, Newcastle drew 4-4 against Luton Town. Everton drew 2-2 against Tottenham as well. All Tottenham goal was scored by Richarlison, who has been on form recently on the Premier League. On Sunday, Arsenal defeated Liverpool 3-1. After the match, Arteta was unable to hide on how Kai Havertz has been an exceptional player this season. Manchester United won 3-0 against West Ham United. Chelsea were badly destroyed 4-2 by Wolverhampton. On Monday, Manchester City won 3-1 against Brentford. Phil Foden scored an hat-trick for Manchester City, enabling them to go home with victory. Manchester City's Pep Guardiola also expressed his happiness upon Foden's brilliant and beauty performance on that game. After the match with 22 games and the results, it is clear that Liverpool are at the top position with 51 points. Manchester City are at number 2 with 49 points. Arsenal are at number 3 with 49 points. Aston Villa are at position 4 with 46 points. Tottenham are at number 5 with 44 points. Man United are at number 6 with 38 points. At Chelsea at number 11 with 31 points. That's all that I've prepared for you for sports. I'm your all-time presenter for Bright FM, Ibra KE.
With the sports news from our very own Ibrahim Mani marks the end of Bright News at 1. I've been your host, Shadrack Ario. Till next time, bye-bye.